RHS Pre-calculus presents right angle rhythm.
Hello, Chicago. This is Rythm Math Analysis. We'll be teaching you about some new parts of pre-calculus. Sine, cosine, tangent, pi over 6, 4, and 3. Yeah, you gonna learn right triangle trigonometry. This stuff is pretty easy now. There ain't no need to fear 'em. Long as you remember about your Pythagorean theorem. The sides of a triangle, and this angle's 90. Adjacent, opposite, hypotenuse. It's ABC.
Looking at the right triangle, we can see that the hypotenuse, C, is the longest side of the triangle. The angle you're trying to find is represented by theta. The side opposite of theta is known as the opposite side, and the side adjacent to theta is known as the adjacent side. An important theorem created by the Greek mathematician Pythagoras is the Pythagorean theorem, which relates the lengths of the three sides of a right triangle. This theorem states that the length of the hypotenuse squared is equal to the sum of the squares of the two legs. This relationship is characterized by the equation a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. This equation can be manipulated to solve for any of the three sides of a right triangle.
Now we're on to Sohcahtoa. Got to know what that means. S, O over H, O over A, it's T. S, C, and T are your trigonometric functions, while O, H, and A are the numbers that you're crunching. As an opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent once again. They're the sides of the triangle. Now don't forget them. Now let's learn the use of Sohcahtoa's solution. If you know sine, cosine, tangent, it eliminates confusion. When sine theta is the angle, what angle are you at? Just use the arcsine function. It's as easy as that. Arc cosine for cos, arc tan for tan as well. Now here is Chief Sohcahtoa to help you do it well.
There are three major functions of a right triangle: sine, cosine, and tangent. Sine of theta is equal to the length of the opposite side divided by the length of the hypotenuse. Cosine of theta is the length of the adjacent side divided by the length of the hypotenuse. And tangent of theta is the length of the opposite side divided by the length of the adjacent side. The opposite of these functions are cosecant, secant, and cotangent respectively, which are the reciprocals of sine, cosine, and tangent. If the triangle is placed on a Cartesian graph with theta at the origin and one of the sides along the x-axis or y-axis, then sine is the length of the side in the y direction, and cosine is the length of the side in the x direction. So, tangent can also be known as sine divided by cosine, and cotangent can be known as cosine over sine. There are three more important functions left: arcsine, arccosine, and arctangent. These ones are easy. The arcsine of theta is the sine of the triangle for which the angle theta is the value of theta. The same goes for arccosine and arctangent.
Now that about sums up our triangle presentation. We'll right angle rhythm from halfway across the nation. I hope you enjoyed us. I know you understand. Right triangle trig, now give it up for our band.